and the time before that, you guys were dealing with the village of Meadowrest. Initially, you came to party. Then the party got strange. You decided to check out the mayor. Mayor was a devil. You killed the mayor. And, in the process, freed all of the charmed villagers from her spell. And you headed north to investigate the villagers to see if they were still under her influence, yet to be fully determined, but your initial contact conversation seemed to point to the outcome that they were in fact not devil cultists. You issued a sort of martial law, and the villagers seemed quite content with that outcome. You sent some information and message to a known March adjudicator who was James. I found his name.
That's a weird last name.
Harlow. I finally found his name under. It's Harlow.
Mhm.
And you sent a message to him, um, communicating the issue, the problem, and suggesting he might send some people, which he said in response that he would. And then you guys set out. Well, no, the next day you guys just hung out in the village. Samuel decided to attune to the magical ring that the devil dropped, and in doing so, accidentally bound himself to one of the malevolent gods. Unable to accept his fate, he went to the temple to scorn the god who laughed at him, and then Samuel died in his efforts to remove the ring.
Still cursing the god. Make sure you get that clear. I was still
Upon
cursing him as I dead at it with my dying breath.
upon his death, the ring fell from his naked body because he had taken off all of his armor. The party discovered his corpse and questioned the local cleric if they could revive him. The cleric's response came across as, well, that's theoretical, but there is this person I know it's a couple days from here that she can apparently bring people back from the dead. And the previous March member who became a villager, Bram, confirmed that information and said, hey, on your way, could you stop at the March fort and deliver this letter for me? And he sent along Kevin as a escort for you guys, somebody who knows the terrain and knows his way around his weapon. And so you guys set out, leaving your carriage and Lizar, your porter, behind in the village, mounting your horses to make decent time. Oh, another thing for the reason that they're all the NPCs are like, well, go as quick as you can. They do not know the spell Raise Dead requires 10 days. They don't know how long they have. That's why they're acting the way they're acting. Like it's an unfamiliar spell to them.
Mhm.
So their sense of urgency is because they don't know how long it takes and how dead the body can't be. But anyway, you guys departed, tying up Samuel's body on one of your horses and riding out with Kevin at the wheel. You stopped at the fort, delivered the letter, spoke with Dorn. Dorn said, yeah, I'll send some men. And you guys set out on your journey. And the session concluded with you guys on the road looking at the dense woods ahead of you that Kevin has indicated is Mira's Grove. Meanwhile, Samuel,
Samuel.
you died. Ain't
I
that right?
know. Fucking cursing
So,
a god.
one moment, you remember bleeding out on the floor of the church, cursing the gods, the ring lying beside you. You heard it clink as it hit the floor. Then you felt some time pass, but you're not sure how much time. Then you seen Alar, Alaric, and the rest of the party come in with Bram, and you could see them speaking, but their words were muffled, distant, and unreachable. You tried to call out, And then you blinked. Cold Stone is gone. You're seated in a plump leather chair. Room is warm, softly lit by sconces. It's vaguely familiar to you. It's like a memory you recall from childhood, but you can't quite place it.
Right, right.
Then you hear tink tink, somebody stirring china. Then you look towards it. I'm assuming you look towards it.
Well, yeah.
And you see, looks like a man standing next to a large fireplace at a table with two teacups, and he's stirring them. Then he turns to face you. His face is elderly, lined with age, not frightening. His eyes are serene and knowing. He smiles. He starts walking towards you. Ah, you've had quite the eventful day, Samuel, haven't you? And he sets one of the cups in your hand. Tell me, do you think the gods care, or do you think they do not? And he sits in the chair, leans back, sets his cup on the table next to him, steeples his fingers. You fancy yourself a god, do you not? And yet, what does an ant know of a hurricane?
Like I care what the gods believe. I will show them the way. They will kneel before me. This is not just this is not just up for discussion or debate. This is a certainty. This will happen as sure as the sun will rise. Everyone will kneel before me.
Yes. But you see, the gods don't meddle in mortal affairs. They cannot afford the time. That's because they're tending the tide. Balance is their concern. Creation, destruction, ebb and flow. Good and evil are but forms, trivial instruments in a larger design.
And what do they hold balance from? What kind of things? They fight amongst themselves like children. You have malevolent and non malevolent. You have good gods and bad gods, and they're always fighting each other. They care not for everyone else. I will throw them from their lofty perches and teach them to kneel.
Well, if you think they squabble amongst themselves, that is your own choice to think. But what kind of god would you be?
What kind of god would I be?
Well, yes. A king seeks a throne. A god cares for all. There is a distinct difference between perspective and reality.
I wish to throw the gods down and then share the bounty with everyone so that we may all be gods. And then when everyone is a god, no one will be special.
Very interesting perspective from a paladin who thinks himself a god. But
I
I
am
should
a
introduce
god.
myself.
I do not think.
I go by many names and have many faces across many lands. You may call me what you wish, but you would most be familiar with me as Death.
Death? Like physical death?
In a way, he gestures at the body. This is a form for your comprehension. I'm a caretaker, a gardener of souls. I do not judge ambition, nor do I punish hubris. I observe, I guide, sometimes. And your story, that's caught my attention, Sam.
You have the power. You can kill the gods, can't you?
Oh, why would I? If I kill the gods, then everything ceases to exist. The gods are balance. Without them, nothing exists. The gods are creation. They're holding back destruction. That is the tide they contain.
But what do you wish of me, death?
Oh, I just wish to watch.
When I
Your
take them
story
down,
is
will
quite
you be there?
enjoyable. That page in your book has not been written. I can neither say whether I will or will not. In all reality, I'm
Yes.
everywhere and nowhere at once.
Then watch closely as the tapestry I paint on my way to the throne.
And he gestures to the room. This is my garden, my library. For you, it is your sitting room. You may rest, you may ponder, but your time to cross over has not come. You have seen the cold, the finality of the edge. But it is not yours to claim, nor its to claim of you. Your story is unfinished, boy. There are chapters yet to write, consequences yet to face, and choices yet to shape. Even gods cannot force what is not meant to be. Your path through the mortal world, through your companions, through the tides that bind creation and destruction, these threads are far from complete.
I mean, these are big existential things he's posting to Samuel. Samuel's never thought about this kind
I know.
of stuff. Samuel is just, he is God. If he doubts himself, he loses his power. So he doesn't doubt himself. He doesn't focus on it. He pushes forward.
Hmm.
Death is giving him things to ponder. He's not doing too well with
he's questioning his life choices. Well, good thing he's dead.
it. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't stop his goal.
Yeah, no,
But
no,
the
no. That's not the
motivations
point
are
of this.
changing.
He's
His
not
motivations are changing.
condemning you. Yeah, he's not condemning you, not at all. Like that's the vibe that you're picking up. He is not being condemning of your path. He is not telling you you are wrong at all. He's just helping you, helping Samuel reframe his perspective.
Yeah, that's what I get. Yeah, I get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then you guys chat for a little bit, and then some time passes, and he settles into his chair and reaches over and grabs a book, and you see the binding of the book. It says your name as he's picking it up, and he picks it up and opens it to the middle where there's a bookmark, and he thumbs to the pages. I have read the books of all who walk these realms. Every life, every soul, every tale has its end. Yours, that page has not been written. You may have stumbled, you may have fallen, but your story continues. And I gardener though I am, do enjoy seeing such an interesting story unfold. Soon enough you will rise, and your steps will walk again among the living. This moment, this pause, is
So
to show you that even when the end seems near, the tale may yet have more to tell.
while I await my companions returning me to the land of the living, may I peruse your library?
Well, it won't do you much good, but you're welcome to look.
Oh, and why not?
Well, you can't read them. And he hands you your book. Like he like just
Well, I
reaches
wasn't gonna
across.
read my book.
No,
That's
he
what
hands it to
wasn't.
you.
Oh,
Like
okay.
and you
Okay.
look and you realize the pages are entirely blank, including the one that he was just open to where it's bookmarked.
What is this written in? How is this written?
Well, 'tis for my eyes only. Wouldn't do good if somebody snuck into my library and started reading their own fate, now would it?
I can see your point. I can see your point. So, I have one more question for you. You are deaf, right?
Mm,
Do
I mind and
you
tend the souls.
do you die yourself? Like, can you retire and be replaced by someone else, or are you permanent,
Well,
constant, continue?
yes, think of me like your magic. I am essential to the cosmos. I cannot be replaced, nor do I need to be replaced.
I'm just asking, as long as
Yeah.
there is a death,
hmm
it will still fix it. Does it necessarily have to be him? Is the
Well,
question.
he's trying to explain that he's not really a him. He's made himself into a mortal man for you to have comfort in the
Right,
conversation.
he is the he
He's
is
more
the
of like
aspect of
think
death. Yeah.
he is the aspect of death. Yes, so there
Yes,
is really
I've got that.
no beginning or end of that aspect. He's the concept of death.
Yeah, I knew who I was talking. I've read DC Comics. I knew exactly who I was talking to from the moment we started
Yeah,
talking. Yeah,
think
yeah,
of him.
yeah.
Yeah, think of him more of like like the DC comic. Not like he has the personality of the supernatural death, but he cannot be killed. Yeah, there is no
Right.
end. He is infinite. So
Well,
that
that's
would
the
be the
reason I asked
vibe of
that question.
the conversation he gives back to you because he speaks in riddles.
Because
But
there's only
you're a smart enough
the
guy.
reason I asked that question is because there's two types of death I've seen. I've seen either the
Mhm.
comic version, which is eternal, or the supernatural version, which
Yeah,
can be replaced. And if it was the second one, Samuel may change his direction. Being the angel of death is kind of
why
cool.
be a god when you can control all of the souls?
I mean, yes, why be a god when you could be everything?
Yeah. Well, yeah, when he's talking about, other like, he talks about fate for a little bit. It seems like he's talking about them more as concepts instead of personalities.
Right, gotcha.
So, but yeah, and you chat with him for what feels like about a half an hour. And, that's where we're going basically comes to a conclusion in about a half an hour. And then we're going to go back to the party as they enter.
Oh, I have one more thing to ask him.
Mhm.
Is there any would it be possible for me to meet him again? Like, if, let's say, I pass again, would I meet him
Oh,
again? Or do I
um
have a way do I have to not die
well,
to meet him?
if you asked him that, it's like, well, will I meet you again? Will I see you again? And he'll answer in two parts. The first part, when you ask, will I see you again if I die? And he'll say, well, that part of your story has not been written. And then when you ask if you can, you know,
Contact
see
him
him
other
in
yeah.
some other way, he's like, you only need to call. I'm an entity like any other. You may simply summon me. So that is
Really?
more in line with supernatural. There is some sort of ritual you can
Ah.
use to
Okay.
summon death.
Okay.
But
Okay.
again,
Okay.
you're not summoning a being you can like trap or anything like
Right,
that. You're
right,
you're
right,
summoning the concept of death. It's
right.
it's a little more
Yeah.
abstract. But anyway, yeah. So
I must.
your conversation with him lasts about a half an hour.
Okay.
Do
I
you have any
must
more
have really
questions for Death?
impressed. I must have really impressed Death for him to take a personal interest in me.
Or your story interacts with somebody else that he took a personal interest with, and you're the closest he could get.
True, either me or one of
I
the
got to make
parties.
sure that ego don't get too high.
Oh well, I mean, yeah. Well, Samuel. I already look. General Zod. That's his. That's who I'm aiming for.
Yep.
Well, before he becomes a god, So yeah.
But anyway, so Samuel's had his chat with Death, and the rest of the party has been, well, you guys found Sam's dead body and ventured on the road, traveled past a fort, traveled down the road some more, and, after 3 days or so, you guys are standing where Kevin has indicated. This would be where you would find Mira.
Where is that?
You guys are on the Copper Road, which is a primary trade route that travels
Wait, but
mostly east to
like, is
west.
there like a town there, or is there like a roadside, like,
It looks
monastery?
like he's pointing into a very dense wooded area.
Right, because she's a druid, if I remember correctly.
There's no road. Well,
Again,
nobody said
druid.
druid.
So, I mean, yes, we did. Yes, we did. We know it's a druid, didn't we?
Nobody said druid. That was your guys' assumption.
What did they say? They said,
They know of somebody who can bring people back
yeah,
from the
that's
dead
yeah.
that lives off by herself in the woods.
Okay, that's why I said, yeah.
So it's
sure, okay.
either a druid or a witch or a hag raven.
Hey,
Mhm.
it's fine. All right, so off into the woods. Yeah, are these like normal woods, or are they like dark, spooky woods?
At first, close to the road, they're like normal woods. You can see pretty reasonably light filtering through them. But you step further into the grove. You guys are riding your
Better not be
horses.
this
Kevin's
bitch.
with you. What's that?
I was like, it better not be this bitch with the moving house that understands.
Yeah, I remember her. I was there for that one.
No, that bitch with the moving house. You remember she helped us too, and we went back for her, and her house got up and walked off. I was like, the fuck? She got
But
away.
anyway, you step into the grove. And as you venture deeper, the air starts to shift. Trees start crowding in closer. And the trunks start getting thicker and a little more gnarled. Their branches start weaving together overhead, so even the smallest amount of sunlight is filtered through green, shifting ribbons of it. Every few steps, something rustles off to the sides in the brush, but nothing really approaches you guys. And Kevin seems to have no issue taking out. He's out in front, and he's using his halberd to kind of hack a person-shaped, horse-shaped hole for you guys in the upper parts of the branches that are starting to get a little bit lower. And you guys venture in. Is there anything you guys like to do as you're venturing in, or you just going in? Alaric and Alar.
Yes.
Yep.
Under you here?
Yep,
Okay.
sorry. Just
All right.
what's
Yeah.
up?
I was just asking if you guys wanted to do anything in particular as you begin entering the what's been called Mira's Grove, or if you guys are just gonna ride and let Kevin kind of.
Yeah, I was
we're gonna
riding
let
in.
him-
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is like just shouting out her name randomly in the forest, but that seems like a bad idea most of the time. So
Yes.
Mira, Mira, Mira. Anyway, yeah. Kevin, he's like, I'm not quite sure where she is, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in here. Let's ride and we'll eventually find her, or she'll
Alright,
find us.
One or the two.
But yeah, you guys ride, and about midday, the forest, you come up to basically a clearing. There's an opening. You can see light ahead of you through the tree trunks. And you step into a clearing, it's maybe 40 feet across. A few old trees had fallen years ago, and sunlight's definitely hitting the ground. You haven't seen sunlight in a while, it feels like.
Oh,
There's tall grass and broken logs. And what's your guys' passives?
9.
10.
Well, Kevin notices. Kevin stops and kind of holds a hand up, gesturing for you guys to stop. And then he points over to the left side of the clearing, and you can see a little fluffy white something, probably only a couple months old, buried in a split log, tearing out grubs. Baby owlbear that hasn't noticed you.
Oh, it's so cute.
Where's Big Owlbear?
Well, with a 10 and a 9, you guys definitely hear what sounds like branches to the north of you, because you guys are going south to north.
Ah,
What do you
I
roll?
have enough of a wisdom to be like, yes, the mother might be around, instead of going like, oh, it's so cute. Like,
Yeah,
oh, wait a minute.
you hear some branches breaking. Sounds like something big moving through the northern part of the clearing towards you. And then a few seconds later, you hear a similar sounding big something moving pretty close to your south.
It's either something that eats owlbears or it's owlbear family.
Yep. When the branches start breaking, the cub stops chewing on the log it was eating, and kind of looks up and starts looking around, sees you, and it sort of skitters backwards and starts chirping an alarm. And yeah, then you probably should roll a niche as both parents step out of the woods. You have one 15 feet behind you and one 25 feet ahead of you.
Oh, this is bad.
Oh no.
My middle mouse is working again, by the way. It's really weird. I didn't do anything. It just started working. I was just pulling up their stat blocks.
I'll roll initiative.
I'll just throw
You gonna
Mr.
just
Dead Body into combat. Be like, go get
you
him,
gonna
Tiger.
distract you gonna distract him with your corpse?
Yes.
No, no, Kevin's stat block.
Should have asked Death for some gifts. Some kind of something. I wasn't thinking. Caught me off guard. Wasn't ready.
I forgot to roll Kevin. That 20 is Kevin.
You caught me off guard. I wasn't ready. I'm not used to thinking on my feet like that.
Yeah, that was kind of the plan. I was not gonna let you sit there and wait for your resurrection. Figured I'd mess with your head a little bit. All right. Well, Kevin, being a soldier, pulls out his halberd and goes charging at the one directly in front of you guys. And he connects. Flashing. Ooh, gnarly cut to it. 17 damage. But the charge and the attack is all he does. Alaric, got owlbear behind you. Kevin is in melee with the other one on his horse.
Indeed. Well, let's see. I am going to use a chromatic orb on the other owl. How far away is it?
15 feet.
Oh, okay. So yes, I shall do that.
All right. Is it a save for me?
Hold on.
I think
It's a
Chromatic Orb
spell
is an attack.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a spell attack. Yep. I just wanted to double check. It's been a hot second.
I know. Combat. How foreign.
Combat hard. Does that connect?
15 does beat a Owlbear's AC.
Excellent. And this is going to be a acid chromatic orb.
Okie dokie.
I mean, where's y'all's tank?
You're dead.
Tied up. Dead on the back of probably Alar's horse.
Oh.
All right. Just tend to him.
Excellent. And then yeah. That's it.
All right. Well, that owlbear does not like the magic-y bits being thrown at him, so he comes up and swipes at you, Alaric.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
He misses.
yeah,
Huh.
Daddy Bear misses. Lucky you.
Very lucky me, yes.
And Mama attacks Kevin.
Well, there goes Kevin.
She hits Kevin with the beak, not the claw. Scratches him up a little bit. Looks like he didn't take that much damage from that. And then Alar. One in front, one in back. Well, one in front and one in melee. It has risen to you guys.
This is not good.
A hug from an owlbear does not seem appetizing at the moment.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna fly up.
All right. Do you have any flyby or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay. So yeah, it'll swipe at you. 15?
I'll reaction cast shield and block it.
Well, that's good because it was using its claws to swipe at you. That would have probably hurt.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you fly up.
Yeah, I'll just fly up like 30 feet.
Mhm.
And then they're both hurt, right?
Yeah, looks like Kevin slashed the one out front pretty good, and Alaric did a little damage to the other one.
All right. Well, the one that's in melee with Alaric is probably the bigger threat to Alaric at the moment, so I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on it, and I need it to make a Wisdom save.
All right. Dang. This is a wise owlbear.
It barely passed. Oh, that's it. But I'm flying 30 feet up, so
It grabs a tree. It just uproots it. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, if it starts throwing S300s at me, I'm throwing flares out.
All right. Yeah. Kevin attacks back at the one that attacked him, and he's no longer charging. And he still manages to connect. Another good cut into that thing. Oh, it should have been +6, not +7. Oopsie. I had the wrong sheet clicked on. And I was looking at the wrong thing. Either way, he did another 17 to that one. That does just barely bloody it. All right. And then Alaric, you have friend in melee. And an empty horse, and an empty horse, and a horse between your legs. I'm assuming you brought a horse for Samuel.
Yeah.
Make him walk back. But anyway, Alaric, it is your turn. You have Ubu in melee.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Melee.
you seen it take a swipe at Alar.
Yeah. So wait, is it on me or is it on try to be on Alar? Because isn't Alar flying?
It ran up basically between your guys' horses. It was in melee
Okay.
with both of you, and
Okay.
then Alar flew up and it tried to attack Alar while Alar was flying up.
Gotcha. Okay. A dagger. I'm gonna stab it.
All right.
No.
No, it pulled back. You
Yeah.
did not get it.
No, no, this is gonna go.
That's the owlbear's turn. Yep, owlbear versus sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
Part 2.
I do need to stream that movie at some point, but anyway.
It is a good movie.
Yeah.
25,
Yeah.
13.
Mhm. Yep, both hits.
Both hits.
Oh, hurt.
All right.
Squishy sorcerer.
$23. Mix of piercing and slashing damage.
Is that both?
Yes, that's all of it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That is exactly how many hit points I have. So I'm
All
taking
right.
a nap.
You fall unconscious and fall off your horse. And the owlbear shrieks and looks up at you, Alar.
I give it the finger.
And then the other one attacks. Hey, Jake is typing. Went by Pal for the one shot. Hang on, I gotta send a GIF. How do I not have the fucking hefty vacuum doing a line of fucking sawdust in my? Oh, Henry. In my favorites. I fucking use this GIF all the time.
Good Nyborg, man.
All right. Anyway, other owlbear is attacking. Kevin. And neither of those connect. So it goes to, I believe, Alar is after the birds. Bird bear, man bear
Uh-huh.
pigs. Oh, Alar, your turn.
Toll the Dead on the
Alert.
one that's. Sorry, what? Whose turn is it?
That's yelling at you.
So now I'm confused. Whose turn is it?
It is your turn, Aylar.
I'll just
There's
cast Toll the Dead on the one that was over Alark again. Wisdom
all
save.
right. Yeah, the one that knocked Alaric off his horse.
Uh-huh. All the while I'm
Yeah.
thinking, what are the chances Mira actually has 2 raised deads? Oh, good, that fails.
All right.
Deals 11 points of necrotic damage to it.
All right.
That's all. I'm just staying to 30 feet altitude.
Uh-huh.
Fortunately, owlbears don't have wings.
As it unfurls its wings.
Ah, fuck.
Raz.
No. I do have a version of an owlbear that can fly. These are base 5e birds, though. Or owlbears. I did not use that version because you guys are not at full complement. Those things would murder you.
I suppose
Anyway.
in the end, it depends how fast it is.
Same as base move 40. It's 40 feet of fly. But anyway, that is Alar, and then it is Kevin. And Kevin goes whack. Kevin hasn't missed. Kevin still hasn't missed.
Yeah, go Kevin.
Although he pulled his punch on that last one. But that is 20. Okay. Yeah, that one's still bloodied. And then Alaric, death save. You have fallen off your horse. All right, that is one failure. And the owlbear goes. And since you're no longer a threat to its child, it charges across the clearing and starts attacking Kevin.
The only thing we were threatening the child with was giving it diabetes because we would have started feeding it snacks.
All right, but it bites and swipes at Kevin. Oh, connects with the bite. All right, then it mucks up Kevin a little bit. And then the other one. Ooh. Ooh. As it slashes him for 26. And you finally see Kevin bleeding a little bit. It appears he is now bloodied from that. Alar, it is your turn. Both owlbears are fighting the knight.
Okay. Owlbears are taller than humans, yes? Even when they're on all fours?
Yeah, he is on horseback though, so he's actually about head to
Ah.
head with them. But they are standing on their hind legs, swiping at him, so there's about a 2-foot gap.
Okay, so I could put a 10-foot radius sphere such that it would hit the 2 of the owlbears without hitting Kevin?
Yeah.
Then I will do so and cast Shatter. I require a con save from both bears.
All right.
They have both succeeded, taking half damage.
All right. Roll that damage.
So they take 7
All right.
thunder damage.
Samuel rolls over on the horse. because he's afraid of thunder.
Yeah, and then our whole party, without knowing that, took a whole bunch of thunder damage.
Well, you had all your spells before you ever met Samuel. That's why it's so funny. He decided to join you without knowing what kind of casters you were. But anyway, yeah, as you cast your thunder wave, Alar, from your elevated position, you can see the trees. It looks like on the east side of the clearing, opposite of where the owlbear cub is. It looks like they're kind of all just like parting, like in the at the ground level. Think of like a tunnel forming in the branches. They're just kind of all folding out of the way, and you can see a figure there. And before anybody can really react or do anything, vines come up out of the ground and grapple both of the owlbears, pulling them away from Kevin. And then the cub is picked up by a couple of smaller, more gently vines, and they're kind of restrained in place. And you can see an orc step out from the brush. She's tall, broad-shouldered. Tattoos are spiraling across her arms and neck that you can see. She's covered in pelts. Bone charms are woven through her braids, hanging from her ears. She looks like she walked out of the forest itself. Her purple eyes, you can see from this distance, Alar. She looks up at you. And she just shakes her head, and she walks over to Alaric, and she touches him. And you guys are out of initial. Alaric, you are awake. You do not have a level of exhaustion. You have all of your hit points.
Oh, neat.
Well, I'll swoop on down then.
That was the best nap ever.
Yeah, and then, Kevin rides back over, and she looks at him, and she shakes her head, and she touches his leg. And you can see all of his wounds start healing. She does not appear to have a focus in her hand. She does not seem to be saying spells or doing anything that you would be familiar with for magic. The only real tell is her eyes glow a little bit when she's touching him. You could see that when she was bent over
She's a
Alaric,
fucking
but
old man.
no, not like that.
Oh my god.
Well, no, Mister would actually know
Okra.
what the glowing eyes look like. More like Castiel, like an angel from Supernatural. That kind of glow.
Ah, okay.
But not an angel. Don't get that mindset. That's just the particular of the glow. Not a glow. Seriously. But I suppose from your guys'
It would
framework.
be cool if it was, though.
Oh yeah, Samuel would
be
love a
cool.
glow.
Oh God, yes, I'd be a vessel. I'd definitely be a vessel.
Please let me be your bitch. Wait a minute.
I mean, it kind of.
Well, I mean, like, if you could find a Tok'ra adjacent Goa'uld where you share instead of them taking you over.
Yeah.
But anyway, before we get too sidetracked with the Goa'uld,
That was good.
anyway,
you should get inspiration for that. That was good. That was right out of left
oh,
field.
actually, I have not given out an inspiration. Alaric, note down that you do have one DM inspiration
Oh yeah.
for making me lose my train of thought so hard that I got up, walked to let my dog out, who was laying on her bed, and she looked at me confused and walked back to my desk and sat down.
Nice. Totally worth it.
All right. Anyway. And yeah, you guys look at the owl bears are kind of all just like bound up. And she kind of just walks over to them. And as she's walking over them, she's speaking loud enough that you can hear her. So I smelled you and your horses the moment you entered my grove. I know every step taken here. If you had followed the markers, you would already be at my home without stumbling into a nursery. As she touches both owl bears, and it looks like all of their wounds all heal up. And then they go limp. and the vines unwrap around him, and they just fall to the ground unconscious.
Well, sorry about that. We didn't see any markers.
Hmm. Then perhaps you were not ready to enter my grove. But you seek something. As she's walking back towards you, she's talking again. And you walk loudly enough that the whole forest knows you're here.
Usually that works to
And
our
then
advantage.
she just turns back towards like where she came out of the woods. And now that you're looking, all of the trees and everything kind of just are back in place. Like that edge of the clearing looks exactly like it did when, before she showed up. And then she just, looks at you. Come, you can speak your purpose on the way.
All right.
And she starts walking towards the tree line
All right.
without hesitation. And as she gets to
I
about
just follow.
as she gets to about 10 feet away from the tree line, the underbrush in front of her sinks flat, stems and leaves bending themselves down as though pressed by an invisible hand. Vines coil back in the tree line above. And the pack of tangled roots softens into something closer to a usable path. It stays wide enough for her to walk and you to ride, single file. The horses don't seem to have any trouble with the footing, it seems to accommodate them. And she starts walking into the woods. I'm assuming you all follow, or do you hesitate? Question.
I follow.
Yeah, I just
All right.
like
Yeah.
shred my all right, cool. And start following her.
Yeah. And she walks, and you guys watch. If you look behind you, as the clearing disappears, as you guys are walking away from it, the whatever she's doing, it's undoing, but about 10 feet behind your party.
Neat.
But within a dozen steps, the way you came in has already disappeared into a wall of green. There's no spellcasting motions, no words spoken. The forest just seems to make way for her. As she walks, the bone charms in her braids clack softly, and her voice carries back. You're not the first outsiders to come to my grove. Some wander in circles for days. The ones who follow the markers reach me in hours. You chose the quicker path. She glances over her shoulder, even if it was louder than I prefer. But she continues. The living corridor shifts with her every step as you guys proceed. Peering in front of her and ceiling behind you. Row of gently swallowing the world outside. Okay, I do have to piss real quick. So if you guys want to
Yep.
think of what you want to say to her,
Okay. Just waiting for an
discuss
appropriate time.
amongst yourselves. Yeah, discuss amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Well, I mean, assuming she's a druid, she's going to be all for that natural order. So the fact that we're, taking out a devil is going to hopefully be a plus in our favor.
Mm-hmm.
And we can hopefully parlay that into resurrecting Samuel in some fashion.
Hopefully.
Okay. And my boss just texted me. And I don't think he ever reads his texts before he hits send. Because this has like 2 to 3 amounts of gibberish that are obviously autocorrects replacing a word. So it's always a fun little like cryptology like session reading his text sometimes.
Just reply and go
And
old.
And this one is did you give Rory a new pick? Rory is one of our bar owners, and I don't remember ever having to give Rory a picture of anything.
I'll be right back.
So I texted him back and said, "Pick of what?" question mark, and he said Mike, M-I-C. Which I had gone to the bar and replaced their karaoke microphone, which they use for like a PA, and tested it. It worked fine. Apparently, he is not getting it to be operational. Not my fucking problem. I'm not on call. I tested
Right.
the product worked. Go fix it yourself.
Problem is exists between no microphone and user.
Yeah, I was like, I tested it. I walked all the way into the fucking bathrooms, like the back of the bar, as far away from the receiver as I could get without going outside, and it worked. Anyway, but yeah, as continued, it seems like Mira's not really saying anything. She's kind of just waiting for you to talk to her.
All right.
You
Well,
could say, discuss your purpose here on the way.
yeah, and then she kept talking, and I let her talk.
Yeah.
Because I
Well,
like to let people who like to talk.
And we don't want to be rude and interrupt.
you do seem to be in her home.
Yeah, and as she keeps referencing about how loud we are, I just kind of shrug and be like, while I can be subtle, when I'm coming to someone to ask for their help, I prefer to announce myself rather than try to sneak in like a thief in the night.
What a thief you would be.
Well, I would be a terrible thief. I would ignore all the gems and the gold and go straight for the books. Get distracted that way. Regardless,
Books are
though.
such an
Oh, go ahead.
interesting thing in civilization, aren't they?
I certainly think so. As for our purpose here,
I'm back.
a friend of ours, so I just kind of slapped the corpse Samuel, died recently. We were hoping to get him raised from the dead. You see, he came into contact with a cursed object that a devil we had been fighting dropped. And, well, to make a short story even shorter, he put it on, and it killed him. Drove him absolutely insane.
Well, that is not what happened. But
That is
okay.
what happened from Aelor's perspective. You went from
you have to think about
you put
That's
the ring
true,
on,
that's
took your
true.
clothes off, and ran around a temple like kicking like statues of gods until they smote you down.
That's true. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, I guess from your perspective it did look kind of odd.
perspective
certain
is
point of
important.
view.
Yes, the dead one. I smelled him too. Death has a interesting smell. Stubborn smell, if that. It lingers, it clings. And as you guys have been walking, the forest has gotten even more dense, but the path that she's making has been perfectly easy to walk on. But you can see, like, outside of the path that she's making, the trees are getting closer and closer together. The branches are getting thicker. It would appear you're getting close to the heart of the forest. Until finally, the trees pull back and a clearing opens. About 100 feet across. At the center sits a structure that looks more grown than built. Willow trunks bent into arches, vines braided into walls, branches fused and polished smooth by time. It's the shape of the home, but the heart of a forest. And as you guys all, kind of come out of the clearing, the, you know, wall behind you closing in as you guys walk. To your right, um, looks like stumps made of vines rise out of the ground with loose reeds woven to the top of it. perfect for tying off a horse. And the air is still, but not heavy. It's just not moving. And she, she just kind of gestures a hand at the posts and keeps walking towards the structure.
Yeah, we
Well, I
lead
got
the horses over to the post, tie him up,
Yep.
and then follow her to the structure.
Yeah, Kevin grabs Samuel's corpse for you guys, so you don't have to deal with that. he just lubs it up onto one shoulder. He's not as big as Bram, but he seems reasonably strong.
Oh, well, thanks, Kevin.
Yeah, no problem. And she stops at the threshold and pulls aside a curtain of hanging moss. Come inside.
All right, I follow her in.
The interior is dim and warm. Roots twisted into shelves holding jars of herbs and stones etched with curled lines. They they kind of look like runes to you, like magic runes, but nothing that you're familiar with. Just think of like a 4-inch square of smooth river stone, but like almost perfectly square. And then in the center of it, there seems to be some sort of weird symbol. And there's a couple, like 3 or 4 of them on a shelf. Like that's for you, Alar, that would stand out. And then the rest of the shelves seems to be filled with jars of herbs and stuff as you guys kind of come in. And then she walks over towards a chair that seems to be shaped from a gnarled tree stump next to a table. She watches you guys as you come in, her purple eyes tracking your every movement. Now, and she gestures at the table, and Kevin kind of walks awkwardly over and flops the corpse on the table. Tell me, what is this life worth to you that you wish to return it?
I have a feeling you're not asking about gold or gems.
Ah, silver and gold, shiny pebbles dug from the ribs of the earth. But life is not measured in metal.
You get out the bellows.
Are you literate?
I have no need for books. All of my knowledge is inside me.
she is a gold, damn it.
More in the sense that, well, life is precious, and you know, I have a journal that someone kept, a record of their life. They physically have passed on, but this book, as I hold it up, is more or less a totem of their life. They poured their experiences, their wisdom, their failings, all into it. Everything that made them them, they wrote down in this. This is the essence of this person.
Hmm. It's a practical thing, an easy thing. But tell me, is your friend's soul as simple as a book?
The book itself is merely an object, it is what it contains. The writings, the knowledge, the emotions that were poured into it in the act of writing, that imbued
Hmm.
the book with a certain amount of soul, for lack of a better word, uh, if we are speaking metaphorically, of course.
Yes, a life is a thread. To weave it back in the tapestry, something else must unspool. A memory, a secret, weight of a promise you do not wish to keep.
Okay. And we get to choose this cost?
Well, you're still thinking in terms of payment. Coin for service, item for task. But this is not a
Or
trade
fuel
post.
for a fire?
I am not a merchant. Question is not what you have. It is what you are willing to part with.
Oh shit.
What is it
this
that you
group, not a
want?
lot.
And Aylar, at this point, you would, because she's definitely speaking like super heavy metaphorically in your, your
Yes.
pondering, and you would remember a particular passage from the book that your mentor gave you, and that passage was about the balance of the soul, and it strikes you that to rebuild something from the weave, as she has described it, a life as a thread, to weave it back into tapestry, something else must be unspooled. It sounds like she's talking in parallel, but not directly the same as that book, about the soul weave basically needing something to latch onto to pull a soul out of it. Question is not what you have, it's what you're willing to part with.
Well,
I mean, can we like give up half a soul? I don't know.
Do you
Are you
you
getting
say
these messages, Ruffles?
yep and no?
Answer the
I read them.
question.
I didn't respond
Okay.
because the answer is no.
To both of them?
The second
I
one I
know
have to
the
get back to
first
you.
one.
The first one
I
is no.
know.
The second one I'll have to get back to you. But that will be something
mean,
for you when your player is back to being, on the material plane after your, soul gets shoved back into it.
Okay.
I mean, if it's a light, I mean, this is me talking to her. If it's a matter of needing a life to save a life, well, we brought a horse. We could kill the horse if that was required.
Oh, you wouldn't need something as drastic as an entire life to restore life. You would only need something for his soul to find its way back. A piece of yourself, a friend.
Making a lot of assumptions
She doesn't know you from fucking Adam. Like, she's
Right.
assuming you came to bring your friend back.
I mean, yeah, we're willing to put forth some modicum of effort.
Yeah. Well, when you say that, like, because she said, your friend, you're like, well, I'm willing to put some modicum of effort forward. And she would say, well, then I would only need a small piece of you to bring him back.
Like a hair?
Finger?
A hair would work as long as. Sorry, I got bumped.
I mean, is that
Oh,
like
wait,
Bond, the
doggo.
character, to Samuel?
No. She's basically saying like the hair would work as a guide, but Aylar, you would be basically giving up a small piece of your soul to draw Samuel's soul back into his body. You would be giving up a fragment of yourself. You would lose something in the process. Like she said, a
What's he
memory,
gonna
a
lose?
secret.
Something in your character sheet there. Oh. You're not hiding nothing from the party, are you there, Under?
Of course not. When would I ever do that?
Ah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, that never happens.
Of course not.
No.
He's been very
I
open
mean,
about his ultimate quest for immortality.
That's
Wait,
right.
have
We
you?
are on. We're
Well,
like,
it never really came
we're-
up, but that's why I'm adventuring.
we're on the technically on the same
What are you
path.
what are you on the road doing? Ah, I'm trying to kill the gods. What about you? I just don't want to die, man.
I want to live
I
forever.
mean,
And Alaric's like,
our
I'm here for
our
the snacks.
souls are intertwined.
But yeah, essentially, she's explained to you, and now with your knowledge of the book that you have and what she's saying, it sounds like she's saying you just need to give up a piece of your soul to get Samuel's body back in, or his soul back into his body.
And what effect does that have on me?
Well, it depends on what piece of your soul you wish to give up. Outcome unknown. There's a table.
Oh, there's a Oh, fuck. You lose the ability to cast third level spells. The fuck?
No, it wouldn't be something mechanical.
Oh,
Yeah, it will not mechanically affect your sheet. It'll affect your character.
will it shift his motivations of why he was adventuring?
Possibly. I can neither confirm nor deny.
yeah.
I'm not going to give away what's on the table that ruins the table.
I mean, it's your
But-
choice, y'all. It's y'all's
It-
choice. I mean,
It between Alar and Alaric, those are who are present. It does not have to be you, Alar. Alaric could as well, because as far as she's concerned, you guys are all friends.
Yeah.
And the magic and how it sounds like she's talking, that's enough to to lock onto his soul. Like you've had close encounters with this particular individual, therefore your souls are entwined on the weave together. Not joined, just tangled up a little bit.
I'd be willing to do that. It's fine.
No, all right then.
Very well. Yeah, very well. And she gets up out of the chair and gestures at you, Alaric, to walk towards her. Then let's see where your mind goes. Do you walk towards her? Alaric? Bueller?
I mean, I hear you, but Sense just gone quiet.
He's scared. I scared him. I mean, he might have actually just stepped away for a second there.
Well,
Oh,
Well,
he's
there he
back.
is.
All right.
No, yeah, been here.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, well, she stood up from the chair and then gestured towards you to come towards the table by Samuel's corpse, and then
and I
said
go towards the table.
let's see what your mind wanders to give up.
Okay.
So do you walk up to her?
Yeah, walk up to her.
Yeah, and she takes and puts two fingers on your forehead, and as far as you know, Alaric, nothing happens. Alar,
Okay.
you can see Alaric's eyes go white, like and glow a little bit. He no longer has pupils, and they're just glowing white, like a gentle glow, not a bright glow.
Jaffa
And
Creed.
then I realize now there is a slight issue with the particularities of the design of some of the aspects of some of the mechanics of some of my magic stuff.
No, not
Slight
doing the
issues.
replicator thing, not a Gruul thing.
Well, no, your eyes
Anyway.
kind of go white and glow.
Well, yeah, but the hand on the head.
Yeah, no, it doesn't go inside you. But yeah, Alaric, from your perspective, no time has passed, and we'll get to when you regain consciousness, I guess you could call it.
3
But
months
Alar,
later.
you grew a beard. But Alar, you watch as Alaric's eyes go white. And her eyes glow for a second, and then she closes them as if she's taking in a bunch of information. Ah, how interesting. And then she basically, like, with her two fingers, curls her hand closed, like she's pulling something out of Alaric's forehead. And you can see, like, through her cracked fingers, glowing. And she takes and she sets her hand on Samuel's chest. And Samuel, you were just chatting with Death.
Right?
And now you're awake. You have no exhaustion. You have all of your hit points. You are naked and wrapped in burlap, though. With Samuel breathes back to life, and Alaric, like I said, no time has passed at all for you. And Alar, she stood there for about 2 minutes. And Alaric, you kind of just blink.
Ah.
Samuel is alive.
He's alive.
Get up. Is my armor with me, or did they not bring it?
They might have brought you a pair of pants.
Did you
No.
bring me any clothes? Any of you?
Yeah, we brought your pack. It's just out on the horses.
Oh, good.
But
I am going to redress myself.
yeah, you spend some
You
time
notice
putting
that
on your
they
armor.
noticed that Samuel is not as boisterous. He's real quiet. Like he's deep in thought about something.
But yeah, for you, Samuel, it has been all of about 30 minutes since you died on the floor. Like your
Right.
concept of time.
Right, I had a nice chat with Death.
Hmm. But the party has spent 4 days traveling here.
Well, as I get dressed, I'm going to notice that we are no longer in the little town we were in. We are now in a dense forest. Alar, we are.
Where the hell are we?
Yeah, I mean, like, where did we have to go to revive me? Good Lord.
It's like 4 days north of the village. It's not that far.
4 days?
Yeah.
That's only gone. To me, it only seemed like 30 minutes.
Well, it was longer.
Oh yeah,
I had
Mirror,
a
joins you outside as you guys are conversing and says, "Well, welcome to stay if you wish. The night is coming." You could stay in her clearing. It's late.
Yeah, well, we
All
can
right, yeah,
camp in our clearing, and
yeah.
then in the morning we can head out.
I forgot about Nibbles. Nibbles is with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would have kind of tilted her head at him when you guys first met, and then here, she's, you know, very calm and comfortable with him, and seems to have no issue going up to him, and he doesn't seem to have any issue with her going up to him, despite a lot of other people having gone up to him and him kind of looking at you guys for confirmation of okay. That didn't happen with her.
No, she's an animal person. That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, okay, great. At least she didn't like freak out and like try to kill him like those guardsmen did.
No, she kind of just shrugged. Hmm. Cute little friend of chaos you have here.
He is extremely cute
And very friendly.
to us.
I'll be back in a moment. And she goes inside. About 10 minutes pass. You guys are kind of just in the clearing. I don't know if you're setting up camp or if you're
Yeah,
planning on leaving.
Now we're pulling out some tents. We're just gonna make ourselves a nice little camp here.
Get some rations.
Yeah, and as you get your tent set up and get a little small campfire going to heat up your rations. She comes back out holding a large wooden bowl, and she goes, "Here's some soup if you wish. It does not have any meat in it. I haven't taken the opportunity to go hunting recently, but it should be hearty enough for you."
Oh, thank you.
It's just a
Much
giant bowl with 4 spoons in it.
Ooh.
All right. As we start making camp, I'm gonna tell AR and Alaric my conversation with death.
And the answer to your second question is no.
No. Okay.
He only informed you of the knowledge of it. He did not give you the instruction book.
Right. Well,
He
I am
told you that he
also-
has a phone number, but he didn't give it to you.
Right. So I am also gonna inform the party of that as well.
That what?
That death has a number, but he didn't give it to me.
Ah, okay.
I mean, but he told me that I could look it up and find his number, and he would answer if I called him.
Well, that might be useful.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I wanted to tell the rest of the party.
It's gonna be that fucking meme of Goku. Who comes with the what is Sent? You probably know it better than I do.
Hmm.
You found the 7 balls, and it's you guys. Once you figure out the ritual of summon death,
Oh.
you guys would be calling them all the time.
No, we would never abuse
Yeah,
something
no,
like
no.
that. Would we? No, we would never say, "Hey, Dad, we need a favor." Hey, Dad. No, we would never do that.
I mean, luckily we wouldn't be using him to kill people, usually. Just that we need a
And
refund.
based on what Samuel's explained of his conversation, you don't think that's how it would work anyway. He
Yeah,
referred to
it'd be
himself
like-
as a caretaker of souls, not a taker of lives or judgment.
Right. Right, but you need 4 people for a bridge game, and there's only 3 of us, so we'll like do the ritual called death, and then be like, "All right, cool. We're playing bridge."
Funny enough, he would actually sit down at the table and then ask you guys if you wanted snacks.
I mean, he's
Excellent.
so bored all the time. It'd be like a nice break from things.
Well, yeah, you guys go down for the night, and Kevin looks like he's holding it together, but at the same time having this sort of midlife crisis. He's been through a lot in the last 2 days. Well, I suppose 5 days, but 2 days of important stuff. Do you guys set a watch?
Nah.
I'll take first. It's I'm fresh
Okay.
alive.
Yeah, Kevin can take a watch as well if you guys want to use him for a 4th.
Sure, might as well spread it out.
Yeah, and to celebrate getting Samuel back, I'll break out some of the whiskey I got in the bag of holding.
In another life, Samuel would have drank all of.
Please, in another life, Samuel would have there'd be enough booze for the entire party. Jack carries the weight of the party and booze with him.
I mean, you know, if Samuel was somebody else, he would have put the ring on and been like, you know, oh, this god wants to mark me. Great. Tell you what, I'll trade the god my soul for like a flask of like ever full whiskey.
Yeah. Jack would have done that. Yeah. That whole fight would have went totally different. Jack would have took the ring and been like, "Oh,"
Oh, neat.
and that'd have been the end of it. The god would never heard from Jack again. Never. He wouldn't have called out to him. He would have been like, "Fuck it."
But Alar, you do have the ring. Do you want to give it back to Samuel?
No.
You got
No, this ring drove him mad before. I don't want to see what it does in
Oh,
close
I'm
proximity.
gonna tell him what the ring does. I'm gonna inform because I remember, right?
Yep.
Of the
Yeah,
god.
you
threatening-
remember being, you know, bound to a god by putting that
Yeah.
ring on.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Alar what the ring does. You know, but it's a ring of fire, whatever shield. Yeah, but it's got a curse that binds you to some malevolent god of this world.
Baltherion.
And
Binds in what way?
the ring marks you as its vessel. A brand of a crescent moon with a sideways W as it dominated into your chest. It doesn't say. It just says it cannot be willingly removed. Any attempt to break attunement.
This is
needs
the
divine
what he
intervention.
relays to you. I put it in chat. It does not specifically say.
Yeah, no, it doesn't actually say. When I did it, I refused to accept the binding, so I don't know what he was offering. I refused flat out, so I didn't even hear him out. I just pissed on his altar and said fuck him
And died gloriously.
and died glory. Now Alar though, he's more in the gray area with his character, and if he can become immortal this way, he might go this route.
Right, but if I lose my mind in the process, there's really no point to it.
I did.
Yeah.
The only reason I lost my mind and died is because Samuel refuses to bend the knee to any person, anyone.
Right,
So
but Alar is still going to be cautious about it because Samuel is, like, by definition, an unreliable narrator of what happened.
it's very true.
That's fair.
Very true. He would say it in some sort of way like he tried to bend me, but no one bends Samuel. Even death can't stop me. You know, he would go into all the spiel about all that.
Exactly.
would-
So there's something
Yeah.
here. Alar is definitely keeping the ring for further research, but he's not just going to plop it on.
We must poke and prod.
Aww. Okay.
Now I have some characters who, upon finding this ring, would have immediately put it on to see if the same thing happened to him.
Oh yeah. Then the DMs would start flowing. But anyway, so yeah, you guys chit chat around the fire. Kevin's kind of, you know, staring at the moons.
There isn't like
Yeah.
an aura around this ring, right? It's not slowly driving Kevin mad.
No.
Okay.
It seems to just have the aura of magic, and if Mr. pops a divine sense with Samuel, it'll ping as desecrated. But I mean, he doesn't have to waste it. We kind of figured
Yeah,
that one out.
it is a cursed ring. It is a cursed ring.
Cursed by a malevolent god, indeed. I got a boom by. But yeah,
Oh, is Samuel still branded?
no, it seems when Mirror restored him, it basically like reset him.
Oh, well, that's good.
Samuel, you're even missing a couple of old scars you had from different fights. You would have noticed that.
Ah, damn it. But that's all right.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You guys set a watch, and the night passes without incident. In the morning, you guys wake, and Mira is talking to your horses.
Mhm.
Although she's speaking, Orcish, not Druidic. And she's just, brushing them and giving them good rubs. And the horses all seem to like it. And then she gets to Nibbles and does the same thing.
Aw.
Then you guys are, packing up your camp and getting ready to go.
Mhm.
She, oh yeah, that's the other the vulnerability. I was just giving him the curse of binding because that seemed to be what he was questioning. It also does include
I didn't want him
vulnerabilities.
to forget these negatives
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, it does include vulnerabilities. But yeah,
Mhm.
he seemed more curious about the curse.
Right, in ways of turning the curse into a boon.
But anyway, yeah, as you guys pack up your tents and load up your horses, she turns to you and, well, you follow the markers and be on your way. You will find the road if you follow them.
Did we ever
And she
find out
just
what those look
gestures an
like?
arm at the forest. She does not seem to be pointing at any particular thing.
Could you show us an example of what one of these markers looks like? Because, well, I'm not exactly a woodsman.
She sighs and she walks over to one of the trees of the clearing. She's like, "You see how this tree is straight? The one next to it grows naturally.
Oh.
Follow these trees and you will find the road."
Much
I see.
appreciated.
Thank you very much.
The least obvious marker in a fucking forest.
Well, yeah, otherwise, don't make a deal out of this.
A
You know,
straight tree. Oh, thanks for pointing that out.
if we had a ranger in the party, they probably would have noticed it. Unnaturally
Yep.
straight trees.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys, after she indicates the tree, you kind of start to see them a little bit easier. It's like, oh yeah, that's a straight tree, and follow them. Takes you about a day to get out of the woods, but you still have 4 or 5 hours of riding. It's early evening. You didn't encounter anything in the woods other than trees and some rustling sounds of small animals moving through them. You didn't see any animals. You heard birds, normal wood activity, nothing unusual other than
Okay.
the really straight trees.
No sightings of the really cute owlbear cub.
Nope. Your path did not take you past them.
Well, probably for the best.
Yeah.
It would be really
Although-
embarrassing to have to go back to Mir and be like, so we decided to go look at the owlbears again, and, well, Samuel and Larry just died.
It was just so cute.
What?
Samuel's like, wait, owlbear? What?
Owlbear baby. It was so cute.
But yeah, takes you a few hours most of the day, but you do get to the road, and it's the sun's setting, but you got about 2 to 3 hours of travel left.
On the road, Ian.
You guys head back east. I'm assuming you want to go collect your carriages, and wagon
and
train.
and Minion. Yes.
Oh, and yeah, and Lizar. Can't forget him. But yeah, you guys get back on the road and you start heading east. And travel, you see, the occasional caravan pass. It's a pretty heavy trade road, so you've kind of gotten used to them. And, you pass the occasional caravan. But the 2 days go by and you're back at the fort. You guys go inside and say hi, or you just gonna ride past?
Yeah, we'll just ride past. They're busy and professionals. They don't need us to stop and go, so how's it going?
Yeah.
With like a coffee mug in hand.
Oh, you guys hear about that village map? Let's get up. Well, yeah, you guys ride past. Another 2 days goes by, and you're at the road to enter to Meadowrest. And it's about 2 mile ride to town. And even from here, the town on the horizon. Yep, exactly. You can, as you're approaching, it, comes cleaner and cleaner into view until you come over the last hill and you can really make it out. You can small camp sits just off the main road, basically out towards you guys. Neat rows of tents, picket lines, few cook fires still smoldering. 30 odd horses tethered in a tight palisade that seems to have been constructed for them. There's gear and weapons stacked in meticulous piles. And as you ride past, getting closer to the town, you can see your own carriages over on the east side of town. Lizar is at work, his sleeves are rolled up, and he's polishing the wood. He glances up when he hears the footstep, the hoof hitting the cobble, and he gives a little wave and then ducks his head back down, continuing to polish the carriages.
Yeah, I returned the wave.
Wave.
No
And then,
reason to be unfriendly.
Oh yeah.
yeah, and as you guys reach the northern side, like the side closer to the town, the northern side of the camp, you can see two March members. Their blue and gold armor with a white stripe break off from the edge of camp and approach. One of them is instantly familiar, broad shouldered, thick armed, built like a man who could plow a field and uproot a fence out of sheer stubbornness. It's Bram. Same face, same beard, but now he's wearing his armor instead of his dirt stained work clothes.
Good day,
The other
Brian.
person's standing next to him, keeping pace. He seems to be wearing a standard kit and neutral expression. Yeah, they walk up to you. Bram lifts a hand in greeting. Half sheepish, half proud grin creeps up on his face. Hello.
Hey, good day,
See,
Brian.
you are whole again. He's looking up at
Indeed.
Samuel.
Mira was able to raise Samuel. Thank
What's
you
she
for
like?
telling
I've
us
only
about her.
heard stories.
She is a person with a foot in two worlds at the same time.
Ah. Well, that's maddeningly unhelpful. But I'm sure she was useful to you as Samuel is back upon his feet.
Indeed.
Well,
And she is friendly, so
Yeah, well,
that's a good
don't take
thing.
that the wrong way.
the owlbears,
Well.
not so much.
Hey, that owlbear cub
Owlbears.
was really cute.
It was no, it was very cute. The parents, not so appreciative.
If we'd have been able to talk to them, I'm sure it would have been fine.
Okay, so learn owlbear. Got it.
Exactly.
Mm.
We're saying
Sounds
this
like
all
you
right in
guys-
front of Bram.
Yeah. Well, sounds like you guys had quite the adventure. Well, I'll give you an update on what's going on in the village, as you guys did kind of push the pebble down the hill to cause the avalanche, but Harlow's men arrived yesterday. That would be the adjudicator you sent for. And they set up camp and gestured at the, the temporary massive camp set up for 30 guys.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been running interviews and keeping the town orderly. Dorn And Dorn had arrived, or Dorn's men had arrived initially and just helped keep the peace. And while we waited for Harlow to arrive, one of Harlow's that is in charge is Kent Winslow. You'd find him at the inn. They're doing interviews, just gonna go through everybody in the town to piece together the story of what exactly was going on here. Dorn has requested that I and my unit, including you, and he points at Kevin, return to the fort for exit interviews, or will be allowed to re-enter the service or retire as we decide. We'll be back in a few days, and Dorn will be joining us to begin the process of setting a new charter for the town, as well. I'm pretty sure the last one expired with the mayor.
Probably. You might want to add a no devils clause to the new one, just to be sure.
He smiles and chuckles a little bit. That would probably be wise, though I don't think they play by the same rules as we do. But I do offer my thanks, and hopefully we can have that dinner one of these days. But I do wish you the best of luck in your journeys. Very few mercenaries I've ever met have been as interesting as you all.
Well, hopefully your days will not be quite so exciting as the past couple have been. I wish you well on your travels.
I think I will be leaving the march and retiring here. I have a family now. It's not something I ever thought as a younger man I would be. A father and husband I am.
And who's to say what the future holds for any of us?
Indeed, indeed. But we must ride. Kevin, you wait here. We'll get the rest of the boys and, well, we'll go talk with Daddy Dorn and see what he wants. See, like he said it in a very affectionate way, not BDSM way. Seems to be a nickname they've given the dwarf. But yeah, he starts turning and walking back, and the other March member stands there, and he looks up at you and, so you lot have so far killed a notorious bandit and uncovered a devil. I do hope to hear of your tales and be able to regale them to my children if I ever have any. But
We'll
my
make sure to
name
send a letter here.
is Tim, and I will be your emissary of sorts. Harlow has spoke nothing of praise of you, and for the most part, seems the praise is well received. Yes, there are some who call me him. Yeah, he's basically introducing himself as like your guys' March liaison,
Mm-hmm. Well,
a specialist.
sounds good to me. Welcome aboard.
Yeah. But if you wish to speak, Kent is inside. He's in charge of the interviews. We've only been here for about a day, but we've managed to interview about 70 people so far, and, well, all the stories have been the same. They had no idea what was going on. They were happy in being a resident here. Some of them expressed remorse of the peacefulness of it, but they don't seem to be lingering on the mayor being a devil. It was more of the umbrella she provided of comfort. But if you wish to come with, you may. And he gestures, towards the inn and starts walking.
Sure.
Yeah.
I follow.
Yeah, as you guys, start riding towards the inn, Lizar runs up and kind of just stands there, patiently waiting. And as you guys dismount, he starts grabbing all of your horses.
Mm-hmm. Are we
bringing them
close enough
back
to see
your
the carriage?
Correct. Yes, they're
All right.
they're like 70 feet north of you.
I do like look at the carriage and goes, That looks really good, Lizar. Nice job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I worked very hard. I didn't know what to do with my downtime, so I figured, well, it'd been a while since I would seen some oil, so I asked the townsfolk if they had any oil,
Whoa,
and
decaf for this man next time. Oh there.
Well,
he does seem to have a anxious, jittery, talkative personality once he gets going. Yes,
mhm. Yeah,
and so he
towards
goes
the end, I'm
on for
just
about
nodding. And
2
then I just,
minutes before.
yeah, and I just kind of run him over at the end. It's like, all right, you did well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the opportunity you provided me. And he takes the horses and he starts going back towards the carriages. Looks like he's getting ready to reharness them for the carriages.
Yep. Okay, great.
Oh yeah. Tim is standing by the door at the inn, kind of looking at you guys.
Yeah, I follow him.
All right. And then I sort of call it because I didn't think we'd actually get all the way here. I don't have the inn. I don't